Today, let us see how we can create a file in Python, open a file, and then write some information into the file. After writing information into the file, we will close the file. And later on, if we want to see the information in the file, we can open the file and read the information in the file and close it. And after closing the file, after a few days, if we want to add extra information to the file which we have already created, then we excuse me, then we can add extra information to the file which we have already created by opening it in append mode. All these things we will see in today's video. First of all, when you if to create a fresh file, new file, and to write information into that file is same as opening a new notes and writing some notes which your teacher has taught you in the class. So create a new file, and to write information into the file, we have to open the file in write mode. So here, let us see first how to open a new file and write information into the file and close it. And later on, we can read the information which we have wrote into that file earlier. So the line which I have highlighted, I have opened a file with the name FILE. FILE is my file name. I said open. So my original file name is mscsfile.txt, and to this file mscsfile.txt, I have a file pointer or shortcut name called as FILE. So FILE is another name for my file mscsfile.txt, and whenever I want to use mscsfile.txt, no need to say mscsfile.txt. Instead, I will simply say or use the name FILE. So, I have opened the file in which mode? I have opened it in W. W means write mode. I am opening the file in write mode, which means I want to write some information into the file. So W means write mode, R means read mode, A means append mode. So W means write mode means I am writing some information into the file. R means read mode means I want to read the information which I have written earlier into the file and I want to see it. So if you simply want to see the information which you have written earlier into the file, then open it in R mode, R for read. If you want to write information into a new file, then use W, write mode. Now, I have created a file with 10 lines earlier. Now, I want to add few more lines to my file, like say 5 more lines. So, old lines 10 and new lines 5. Total 15 lines I want to have in my file. Then you should open the file in A. A means append mode. A means append mode. Hope all of you understood. So to create a new file with few lines, you open it in write mode. In order to read the information which we have wrote into the file earlier, simply to see it, then you open it in read mode. And if you want to add extra lines to the file, then or extra information to the file which you have created earlier, then you should open it in A for append mode. Now let us get back into our program. So we have opened a file mscsfile.txt with the file pointer name FILE. So instead of using mscsfile.txt, we will use file, simply shortcut name. And I have opened that file in which mode? Write mode. It means I want to write some information into the file mscsfile.txt. So What is the information you want to write into the file? I want to write 3 lines into my file. The first line is hello world, and the second line is welcome to Python, and the third line I want to write into the file is enjoy learning Python. So all these 3 lines I have stored in square brackets. Square brackets means it is nothing but a list. So the list name is list1. The list name is list1. So the 3 lines, hello world, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python, I have stored in a list with the name list1. Now file dot write lines list1. It means into MSCS file, I am writing all the 3 lines. Hello world, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python. All these 3 lines I have stored in list1, and these 3 lines are written into the file using the write lines function. So write lines, it is a plural, LINES. So all the 3 lines which are in list1 are written into the file. Later, when all the 3 lines are written into the file, I said file dot close, the file will be closed. And I have displayed a message on the screen saying that the 3 lines are written into the file. So the user no longer worries or have any doubt regarding whether the lines are printed into the file or not. So in this way, I have written 3 lines into the file and I have closed the file mscs file.txt. Now, after 3 or 4 days, I want to read the data which I have written into MSCS file. So how can I read the data which I have written into the file? In order to read the data from the file, you should open the file in read mode. How do you open a file in read mode? So open MSCS file.txt with the file pointer or shortcut name file file, and I have specified in the highlighted line R. It means I am opening the file in read mode. Earlier or in the previous example, I have written the same line, but in the place of R, I specified W. It means I have opened the file in write mode. It means I want to write information into the file. But now I have opened it in read mode. It means I don't want to write information into the file. Rather now, what I have written the 3 lines previously into the file, those I want to see. So I opened it in read mode. Now I said file.readlines. So I have used the read lines command. So read lines means, so in the file mscs file.txt, you have written 3 lines. All those 3 lines will be read outside. And since you have placed file.readlines in the print function, those 3 lines will be displayed on your computer screen. Now, in our file, how many lines we have written? 3 lines. So in addition to those 3 lines, I want to add one extra line in my file. So all 3 lines plus this one line, total my file will be having 4 lines. So now I have opened my file mscs file.txt in append mode. Why append mode? Because earlier my file mscs file.txt is having 3 lines. Now I want to add one more line. So file.write, not write lines, only one line. No, I used write. File.write. And what is the line I added? This is a added line. This sentence I want to add in addition to the 3 lines, which we have written already into the file. Later, I have closed the file. I have closed the file using file.close. Right. Again, I have opened the file in read mode and I said file.readlines. Now I said file.close. So since you have said file.readlines, previously 3 lines in the file and now I added extra 4th line. Total, I will be getting 4 lines on my screen. So let us see the output of the whole program, whether it is executed correctly or not. First of all, I have written 3 lines into the file. So what are those 3 lines? Hello world, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python. These 3 lines first I have written into the file. Later, I have appended one more line. This is added line to my old file. So total 4 lines should come. So after appending, the file is hello world, welcome to Python, enjoy learning Python. Those are old 3 lines, and the newly added line is this is added line. So hope you understood how to open file, write data into file, read data from the file, and append data to the file and close the file. So in this way, by using open function and write lines function and using close file function, write function, read lines function, and by using appending function, we can write data, read data, and append data into the file. Hope all of you understood and feel comfortable to create a file, write data into file, read data from the file, and append data to the file. Let us meet in next video.